Hi everyone and welcome to this 24-hour You Decide What I Do vlog. Welcome to Greece. I'm on coast for 5 days and I decided, of course now they decide to move around. I'm sorry you hear things moving around. But I decided... Seriously? If that's not a sign on how this day is gonna go, I don't know what is. Anyway, we'll just go through it. Nope. Okay, let's just get this intro out. Are they drilling something? I don't know. I decided to let you guys decide, or let Instagram decide, what I do for a whole day to give me the perfect vacation day. So I am at a resort, and when I got here I got an upgrade to all-inclusive, which means I get to experience all the food, all the drinks. And over the last couple of days I already kind of got relaxed. I got time to myself. I got time to just sit and enjoy my current read, which is right over here. And I am vlogging all of that, so that should go up sometime soon. But I thought I would do an extra vlog just for this, because I do think that there will be about a bit more of talking, a bit more of doing this or doing that, wearing this, wearing that in here. So here we go. Last night I put up the first few polls just to make sure that I know if I need to get up early or not. And when I went to sleep, I knew I had to get up early. And I asked you how I should start my day, and I said I could sleep in or I can get up early for a swim. And let's see if that choice is still winning. And it looks like, yep, it's a close one, closer than it was yesterday when I went to sleep, but it's still one. It's still one that I needed to get up early and go for a swim. Now, it's not early anymore. It is now 9:07. And I need to hurry to get some breakfast. When I came home yesterday, I noticed that there was a sign at the pool that said it's only open from 10 to 6. So an early swim didn't really make any sense. I decided to skip the early part of this and decided to just go at the earliest that I can go, which is 10 o'clock. I did say in my other video when I talked about today that I would get up very early and just go very early to breakfast and then sit at the pool until I can go in. And then I did an alarm, but I kind of snoozed it a lot. I'll show you guys. I'll show you the alarms that I had. 7:30 and then 7:45. That's what I wanted to do, so that I could be there at 8. And then at 9 I could maybe go and sit by the pool. All of that out of the window. Never happened. But the intention was there, guys. The intention was there. So now let's figure out what I should get for breakfast. Yesterday I did a trial run and I just got everything. Juice and coffee and drinks in general, like cocktails and stuff. They can't really do here. It really doesn't taste that great. So maybe I'll see if I can try like a hot chocolate if they have it. But I asked you if I should get pancakes and pastry, so more of the like bougie kind of breakfast, or should I go French and go like for a croissant and eggs. And it was a close one again yesterday, so let's see what one. It's even closer now. It's 10 to 9 in favor of the bougie one. So pancakes it is. I am very excited about that. And now let's see what I'm supposed to wear to the pool and beach. Let's go. Okay, not so close. This one is definitely in favor of one of the bathing suits. And let's see what I should wear besides that. Oh, not close at all. That one by a landslide. So again, not unhappy about it because it's a dress. It has pockets, guys. And I really enjoy that one. Oh, I just saw that Lori commented and she said, I love the blue with your hair and eyes. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. I love that. Thanks, Lori. So I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna wear. I should post the next couple of polls just to make sure. So let me just quickly take a picture of my current read. And then I need to, okay, there you go. So we have this, and I also want to put up a poll about my nails because I kind of want to do a mani-pedi later. And I have Bingo Flamingo, which would work perfectly for the bathing suit that didn't win, and a yellow there because I do want something summery. Okay, I think I'm just gonna post them while I'm at breakfast so that I can still get everything. I'm gonna go change now. Let me quickly get the things that I need. So we have the bathing suit and we have the dress. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and then we're gonna go get some breakfast. Challenge complete. Making a quick stop at the room just for going to the beach because that's what you guys decided. Thank you for that because I haven't been yet and I really wanted to go, but the other choice would have been to stay at the pool, which would have been fine as well, especially since there is a pool that I haven't seen yet, so I might go there later. But I don't know, even though it's 23 to 25 degrees here, I am freezing, and so I had to put this back on at some point because even with the sun coming in, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of cold. So I'm a bit worried that I might have caught a cold or something, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll try to keep myself covered if need be. But maybe now when I'm going to the beach, I can actually just sit in the sun. You guys have also decided on the color of my nail polish. But I think I'll wait until I'm back from the beach so that I don't mess it up right away. So there is still a bit of time to wait for the pole to be closer or even clearer. And I'm also gonna try out the beach bar for something for lunch. And I'm glad about that because I'm kind of over the restaurant food at the moment. So it's good to have something else for lunch. I did start a new audiobook and ebook combination. I did put up a poll for my next audiobook, but it went out when I think everybody else was still asleep. So I didn't really have time for anybody to vote. Even though now it is pretty obvious, I should have known, that The Enchanted Greenhouse will win. I think it's 100% that one, even though I put up 4 different choices. But I did end up starting Harvest of Hearts, and I'm enjoying it so much. But again, it has to do with someone being bound to someone, and it's all about because of the hearts, and so there's like a tug between them. And it's funny that all the books that I'm reading during this trip have to do... Why am I red just there? That's just weird. Please ignore it. It's weird that all of my books have to do with being bound to someone, being soulmates, being fated, being in some way or form bound to another person, be it a curse, be it fate, be it whatever. So it's funny that it kind of goes through all of my reads at the moment. But yeah, Harvest of Hearts is really good. It is compared to Howl's Moving Castle, and I totally agree with that. We have a young girl who's kind of an outcast in her little village. She's kind of set in her ways. She doesn't really believe that there will be a big change in her life, and she knows that she's probably going to be alone. She's a bit lonely, but she's kind of made peace with the way that her life is going to end up. When one day a sorcerer comes to the village, and usually it's only sorceress, so these women who are very beautiful, who catch everyone's eye, and they use the people's hearts to power their magic. So whenever they come, someone loses a part of their heart. Usually the villagers don't mind because it's always so exciting for the sorcerers to be there. And usually they don't feel anything, except for one time when a young man was taken by a sorceress, and when he came back he was different. He was very sad. He was feeling like he had none of his heart left. And that was years ago, and like I said, it's usually just women, but now all of a sudden there is a man and he's in the village visiting them, and his eyes fall on our main character, and I think Foss is her name. Nothing really happens except that she feels the powerful tug towards him. She falls sick, she feels feverish. He leaves. He doesn't seem to have really taken a big interest in her. His gaze just landed on her basically. And the only way that she can alleviate the pain that she feels and the sickness is by going towards him. And so she leaves her town, like nobody leaves the town, but she leaves her little village and goes to the capital to find him. And she is now at his house, and I'm already in love with this whole situation. I see now where the comparison to Howl's Moving Castle comes from, because there is a magical house that changes on a whim. It's kind of sentient, and it kind of goes and gives her anything that she needs, not what she wants but what she needs. And there is a cat there as well, a companion, and she one time she thinks, oh, I wish you could talk, and then the cat can talk, and so now she has him kind of guiding her through it all. And because she meets, of course, the sorcerer, and he doesn't really remember her. He's kind of very not really what she expected either, because he's just slumped in on his throne, dishes everywhere. He's very out of sorts, and because he doesn't seem to remember who she is, she just blurts out that she's there to be his housekeeper. And so she stays there with the help of the cat. She kind of figures out everything and gets to know not only the house and the magic, but also the wizard. He is very peculiar, and he was different from what I would expect from this sort of story, especially since they were so adamant of being like these magic users are beautiful beyond means. Everybody's drawn to them, and the way that she was drawn to him kind of made me feel like, oh my god, here's gonna be another shadow daddy or something. But he's very different. He's just quirky, awkward, and he's just weird and awkward. So I like him. It will be interesting to find out how all the magic works, if they really use hearts. She's of course looking for her own heart to get it back, and I love their interactions already because she's very much like, I don't want any of this, give me my heart back and I'm just gonna leave you alone. I love the narration of the audiobook. There are two, because there is, I think, an English and an American one. I listened to the English one and I really love how she made the voice of the main character, because she's not like girly and just airy or whatever you usually have for a woman's voice, but she's very like down to earth. I just love her voice, and so that really helps bring this kind of toughness to her voice as well. So I'm interested to find out what happens next in that. I'm, I think, like 15-20% into the book now, but then I saw that all of you guys voted for Enchanted Greenhouse, so I have to start that next. I'm not mad. That is still on my TBR for this month, and I've been hoping to get to it. It is a very magical experience in that one as well, and in that one you follow a witch, and it's kind of the prequel to Spell Shop. And I know it's not about Kaz, who I loved in book one, but it is about his creator, and I'm just imagining it's going to be a cozy fantasy as well. But I do feel like it has more like later autumnal vibes going towards winter vibes, so I don't know if sunny beach is the way to go with listening to that one. Maybe that's why I was freezing, maybe. I also continued with this one. I'm on page 108 now. I am enjoying this one so much. This might become one of my favorite books of the year, so I'm excited to continue with this one. Thank you guys for voting that I should stay with my current read. Most of you guys said that I should. I also put up a poll if I finish this one, if I should read one of the books that I brought, or if I should go to the little free library table that they have set up and pick a book out of that, which would be interesting because I don't think any of those titles are alluring to me, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I still have a ways to go, around 230 pages. Roundabout. So I still need some time to read this, so I will get up and go to the beach, and hopefully I will feel warm at some point again. Off to the beach we go. Feel warmer already. I really needed these days to just relax, get away from everything, and just also be by myself, be with my own thoughts. And yeah, I found this last minute, booked it last minute. I think it was like 2 weeks ago that I booked this, and I'm glad I did. It was very stormy yesterday, like very windy, so hopefully that changes today. People at the pool area today, not as many as yesterday, and I wonder if they're all gone to do like city trips or something over the day. Maybe they're all at the beach. We will see in a second. But yesterday was horrible with like loud music and so many people, and they were very like loud and obnoxious. And today I've been very happy and relaxed, and it's fine if like kids go into the pool and have like fun and they are a bit louder. That's what you're supposed to hear. But I hate having like these adult groups be very loud and obnoxious. So glad those aren't here today, and it just looks so beautiful, guys. I'll show you. Look at this. I mean, look at this. I love having those islands there that you can see. And then there you have open ocean. Cheers! Finally got a pina colada, and it's not too bad. Thanks for choosing for me to go here, for voting for me to go here. Can't believe this is what I'm looking at. Good choice. Good choice. As you can tell, I'm back at the hotel. I had to take a shower. I loved it at the beach. It was so much fun. I even went into the waves for a bit, and I don't know when the last time was, but I giggled like out loud. I had so much fun. They were so high and they kind of just battered me for a second, and it was, I don't know, a childish joy that I got, so yay. And I actually just laid out in the sun. I did finally get warm. I hope I didn't get a sunburn though, because I did fall asleep for a second. But I did listen to the audiobook that you guys chose for me, and that is The Enchanted Greenhouse. So a long time there was like 100% Enchanted Greenhouse, and now there were one or two other people deciding on or voting for other things. All of these 4 audiobooks, I didn't say before, but all of them are on my immediate TBR. I really want to get to them. And like I said, I actually started A Harvest of Hearts earlier today, and I do want to continue with it. Especially now that I can compare these 2 cozy fantasies against each other. And I understand why people might be a bit upset about Enchanted Greenhouse, because it does have a very similar feel to Spell Shop, which actually shouldn't be a problem. But if you wanted a bit more out of it, you might be disappointed because there is a similar feel to the relationship between these two. So we have, and I'm not far into it, I'm like 22% into it. So the characters I've only just met and realized what's going on. And in this one we follow Terlu, and she is the maker of Kaz, who we've met in the first book, The Spell Shop. He is a talking sentient plant, and he stole all our hearts, to be honest. And again, maybe some people thought this was his story, but it's not, because we got his story basically in The Spell Shop. So this is just about his maker, the person who put out the spell to make him sentient, which is something that is not allowed in this world. And so she gets caught right away. That is where this starts, and she is basically cursed into being a statue in order to keep other people from doing it. And the reason that she did it was such a heartbreaking thing, because she was just lonely and she didn't like people. People were kind of mean to her, and always told her that she was too much. And so she thought that she would just get a talking plant and not be as lonely anymore. And so she did it, and of course she didn't think of the consequences, and then she gets caught and turned into a statue. Now she wakes up from this curse after a long time, and she finds herself on an island far away from where she was before, and the only thing around her is a bunch of greenhouses. Some of them are falling down, some of them are full of dead plants, some of them are thriving, but it's all very like isolated, very desolate. There seems to be no one around. The only person or the only creature that she finds is a winged cat, which I love because we didn't get enough of those in the first book, to be honest. They kind of got us with the cover because there was like a winged cat on it, and then we didn't get one like for most of the novel. In this one we have one right away, so good on the author for doing that. And then she does meet someone else, and that is the only gardener who is still there. Everybody else has been dismissed and left, and the only magician who was running the greenhouses and was putting the spells on everything died and never left an heir or a successor. And so all of the plant magic is kind of dying away. The sentient plants have kind of slipped into a deep sleep, and now I just got to the point where she noticed, okay, maybe that's why I was sent here. All of that is a mystery. So I do love the setting, I do love the sentient beings, because we have this cat who's almost like a companion to her already. We have this gardener who seems very lovable, and then we have like already like a sentient plant, a rose who is a bit much, but I like her as well. The reason why I would, if you would ask me right now which I would prefer, I would prefer A Harvest of Hearts, and the reason is it's a bit much with The Enchanted Greenhouse. I'm also listening to the audiobook, obviously, and I don't know, it feels, the narration is very like anxiety inducing, if that makes sense, because the character is very much like, oh my god, what is happening here? Oh my god, there's a person. Oh my god, there's a greenhouse. Let me help. Let me do this. What can I do? I don't want to go back. And then you kind of have this high level of like irksomeness. And then you have, for example, I mean, the gardener, he's very like the typical like grumpy loner type, but then you have the rose, for example, and she is up there as well. So you have these two like competing against each other, and I feel like none of the dialogues have like an ending. They all kind of interrupt each other, and so none of the information that needs to be told to the other creature or person gets across. So we kind of have the same conversation over and over again because they don't get the point across, and then they kind of move on, and then later the same question comes again, and then they have to explain anything, and then the same conversation is being had again. So I don't know, it's fine. I like the atmosphere, I like the vibes, but I want more. There needs to be more. But I'm only 25, 22, 20 whatever % into it, so I feel like there can be more, especially now that they know what they want to do and what they want to achieve. I mean, the spell shop also started off slow before the action actually took place, and so I feel like this is going to be the same thing. I also noticed that there is already on Goodreads a third book in this series that you can put on your shelves, and that is Sea of Charms. It's supposed to be released on the 21st of July next year. So I feel like this world can grow, but it needs to give me something in order for me to stay connected to this world. It's now 5:45 and dinner is around the corner. So I asked you guys if I should go to the a la carte restaurant or if I should go to the buffet. I still don't know what the answer is. If I go to the buffet, it's all inclusive. If I'm going to the restaurant, it might be a bit nicer, but I have to pay for it. I also asked you guys if I should journal and plan today or if I should just color. And the last time I looked at it, coloring won. So it's gonna be a cozy night in, I guess. I wouldn't mind planning though, because I have all these plans for October, of course, but I also just had an idea for a new game. I do love Just Beat That TBR, but I recently got obsessed with another game, and I kind of want to make that into either a TBR game or like maybe a buy and unhaul game or something like that. I still want to get everything right because there are a lot of details to it and I feel like you can do a lot with it, but it could also be overwhelming if I do it too much. So maybe something that I do quarterly or something. But then again, the idea that I had would also include, like, if you achieve something like reading books, certain books, then you can get stuff that could impact the next game. So if I only do it quarterly, it would be hard to keep being motivated or like see a result quickly. So I will have to see. Now let's figure out, before I'm getting ready, what the polls say. So, oh, I can also do my nails because it's now time to do that. Continue. My current read is still at 95%, so that is the thing that I'm still gonna do. I am continuing with Lord of the Empty Isles. I really enjoy this one. Sadly, A Harvest of Hearts didn't get any votes yet, so it doesn't really matter that I started it. Oh well. I feel like that would be the one that no one really talks about or that no one has heard of. Maybe that is why nobody voted for it. I should have known that Enchanted Greenhouse would win. A majority of you guys, 83%, want me to use the Bingo Flamingo nail color. Sorry that I used the cheap stuff, but it only holds for a couple of days and it's fine. This one actually got me. I thought you guys would be more adventurous or sneakier. I know what I would have voted for. I asked you guys if I finish Lord of the Empty Isles, if I should read something of my own TBR or should I go to the free library thing. And 74% of you said that I should read one of my own books, and thank you. That will probably be a better solution. I will keep this open. If I finish my book tonight, then I will check. But maybe I will have a sneak peek at the table what my choices would be. Oh, and I totally forgot about this. I should hurry up if I want to do that. I asked you guys if I should go down to the beach to look at the sunset or if I should stay on top of the hill here at the hotel. Should have known that you guys want to see a beach sunset. 80% of you said that, and the sun is already setting. That is kind of like a close call. So okay, I need to get ready, go down to the beach again where I just came from. Oh, and then it's 50-50 on where I should go to dinner. I don't even know if they have a table available. Okay, I'll just leave that one for now. And yeah, let's get all of this done. Oh, I still need to ask if I should stay in tonight. Hopefully you guys say yes. Or if I should go ahead and go to the bar after. I've been the last couple of days. It wasn't really the best entertainment, to be honest. So we'll see what you guys say. Okay, so I have little time left because you see there's the sunset, but oh, I did my nails, by the way, for those of you who voted for the yellow one. But I do have a place at the a la carte restaurant, but they only had one spot left, and tonight was actually the only time that I could go because tomorrow it's closed. So yeah, perfect timing for you guys to vote for it. So I have less than an hour to go down to the beach, see a bit of the sunset, and then go back and get ready for dinner. So we'll do that. I also noticed today that the beach bar will be closed as of tomorrow. So thank you guys for voting the right way, for making me have these experiences before I can't tomorrow. So thank you so much. Let's quickly get down there and see what all of this is about. It's so beautiful though. this dress on right now. Thank you to all of you who recognized how much I did today and thought, give her a night in, cozy up, be an introvert. Love you. It's all I need right now. I don't need this one yet, but I probably will once the AC is annoying the shit out of me again. But right now I'm actually quite buzzed, so I'm good. I actually had a cocktail with my dinner because I actually didn't need to pay for the dinner. That one was all inclusive. I just had to pay for my drink. Also checking for any bugs. I actually saw a little like gecko or like salamander today, so those could have been in here as well. Maybe I'm not mad about that spider anymore. Oh, you guys don't even know about the spider. Watch my vlog if you want to know about the spider. And then let me show you what else I got. So on my way back, because I didn't get dessert because that's not included in the meal, I decided to stop by the buffet and get some dessert. And I got some tzatziki, which is the weirdest combination ever, but you can't have a meal in Greece without tzatziki. And I didn't have one with my dinner. I had grilled vegetables and I had grilled chicken, but no tzatziki. And I was like, I feel like something's missing today. So I went down there and I got tzatziki, and I also got some yummy dessert, and on my way out I just grabbed another one. I also bought this today at the market, which is right next door. It's baklava, honey and walnut. Not sure if this is gonna taste as good as this. I'm gonna try, and if it does, then I'm gonna buy more of this. I'm in love with this Greek baklava. I don't know, I think I tried it before and I always thought it was a bit too sweet. It's still cloyingly sweet, but I'm eating it up. I also got some Pringles. That's it. Because you guys voted for me to stay in and have a night in and do some coloring, which I will do in a second, and just enjoy. So that's what I'm gonna do. Can you tell I'm a bit buzzed? I feel like I can tell. But on my way back, I also stopped by the little free library table just to see what I would have read if you guys told me to read something from there. I haven't finished my book anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I would have picked any of these two. So this is actually in pretty good condition. This one looks really cute. I feel like, is it a middle grade? I don't know, but it's a kindergartner who gets bitten by a werewolf, and her mother is now part of this whole grammar school parent-teacher association thing. So perfect for the spooky season. I feel like I've seen the cover somewhere, but then again, I don't think I've heard anyone talking about it. This, I've heard everybody talking about it, and I've kind of stayed clear of it because I've heard mixed things about it, but it's everywhere. In every season we get a new book, and so I thought I would just maybe read for a couple of pages, trying out this one for the season and this one again for the season. But like I said, I haven't finished this one, but I continued. I'm on page 112, so I feel like it's only like 5 pages more than I updated you guys last. But I had to stop reading this in public. I was reading this while I was waiting for my dinner, but then I had to stop because I was tearing up. This is breaking my heart. I don't know what I expected, but so far I am loving this book. Because I couldn't deal with that one, I decided to continue with A Harvest of Hearts, because I was just feeling it a bit more than Enchanted Greenhouse, and I kind of figured out why. So you kind of have a very much a vibe of like been there, done that, and I don't really feel like I'm connected to these characters yet. I may be in the future, I'm not there yet. Especially with the gardener, he is the silent, grumpy loner type, and because we don't have much interaction with him yet, I feel like I'm more connected to the cat than to him, and even the plant. So I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it, But then you have, on the other hand, A Harvest of Hearts, and these are very like quirky characters. I feel like I know both of them already, even though I've only seen the sorcerer in a couple of chapters, and there has been a distance between even the characters, so there's even a distance to me, but I still feel like I can grasp him, even though there are so many mysteries surrounding him and why he's there, why he's the only man being able to do magic and all of that, and why he's living in this weird house. And yeah, there's so many mysteries, but I still feel like I can grasp his character, and I feel like I'm intrigued, and I have like a clear picture of him in my mind. And the main character as well, Foss, she's so in her own character. She is hurt by a lot of things that people from the outside are doing to her, but at the same time she is just steadfast, and she just does not take any shit from anyone. So I don't know, I love their dynamic, I love their characters just a bit more, and that is why I continued with that one during my dinner. Is all I wanted to say, actually. And so that's it for now. I will color. Oh, by the way, I hope you're okay with me not going out and getting Uzo, because that is what won the final poll. I'm so sorry that the final one is the one that I'm not going to do, the final challenge, because I thought for sure that you guys were going to be like, go out, you're out on vacation, go to the bar or whatever, and then I would have gotten a drink. And I might have even gotten a drink if I didn't have my cocktail. But as you see, I am kind of buzzed right now, and I'm feeling like a headache coming on, so I feel like I'm okay with not drinking a shot, especially since they pour so much that it's basically a drink, not a shot. So I feel like I'm gonna pause on that and maybe get one tomorrow. If I do drink some tomorrow, I will cheers to you guys, because you made this day amazing. You picked the right things, even if I didn't think in the beginning that I would want those things, like getting up early, going to the pool and everything. I even thought that I didn't want to do the rooftop bar because I thought it would be too bougie, but in the end it was the right decisions. And like I said, the beach bar and the rooftop bar both would have been closed as of tomorrow. This was my final chance to do any of that, and you guys made it happen, because I probably would have said, I still have tomorrow, it's all good. And then I would have been disappointed that I couldn't have done it. And I'm so glad. So thank you so much to anybody who voted over on Instagram. Thank you for following me there. Thank you for following me here. If you've by some chance found this vlog and are still here, hi, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next time, I hope you have all the great reads. Bye.